Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how a woman reacts when she realizes that you've lost interest. So there are about three things that could happen, and it all depends on how she feels about you. So in this case, let's say there's three scenarios that could be happening. So she's either still interested in you, and this is how she's going to react if when she realizes that you've lost interest, or there is the woman who is interested in you but perhaps is too proud to say anything about it, and also there's the woman who just isn't interested. Okay, so how a woman will react if you've lost interest and she's also not interested, what's going to happen? So the first scenario, where she is still genuinely interested in you and she realizes that you've lost interest and you're not interested in her anymore, but let's say she's not proud and she's willing to admit if she still has feelings for you. So what will happen is, if she thinks that you've lost interest, what she will do is she will do something about it. She will reach out to you in some way. Now she might not directly say, hey, I miss you. Oh, I want to continue dating you. And oh no, have you lost interest in me? I really hope not, because I really want to continue dating you. She's probably not going to be that forward. Most women are not going to be that forward. It doesn't mean that it doesn't happen, because sometimes it does. But what you'll find is she'll test the waters. So she'll send out a message to you that may be just something quite normal, like, hey, how are you? What have you been up to? She won't directly say, I'm really worried that you've lost interest in me. What's going on? It's very unlikely that she's going to say something that direct. So it'll be something like, hey, how are you? What have you been up to? Or she'll send a meme, something she'll know that you'll laugh at, and then try and get a conversation out of you. And what you'll find is that if you're talking to her, she will try and keep the conversation going and basically trying to figure out what's going on. And she may put out another subtle hint that she wants to see you, like, oh, have you seen the new Marvel movie? Hoping that you'll say, oh no, I haven't seen it yet. Why don't we go out to the cinema or something like that? So she's testing the waters. So she'll chase. That's if a woman's interested in you and she thinks that she's losing you and she thinks that you've lost interest and she doesn't want that to happen, she will put herself in your orbit in some way. So the next scenario, if she isn't interested, right? So a woman who isn't interested will just disappear. Okay, because you've lost interest, so therefore you're not putting in any effort anymore because you've lost interest, and because she's not interested in you either, nothing happens. Right? So you just don't hear from her. So the reaction that you'll get is nothing, because she's like, well, she might even be like, feel a bit of relief, like, oh, I think he's not interested in me, that's good, I'm not really interested in him anymore, great, I can move on with my life, I can talk to these other guys that I'm more interested in. So she'll just disappear. She'll just disappear out of your life completely. Unless she's one of these women that likes attention and she will reach out to you when she needs something or when she wants to feel beautiful or something. But of course, you've lost interest, so you're not going to engage with that. So what can happen then when a woman is still interested in you, but she's too proud to reach out to you and ask what's happened? How will a woman like that react, right? A woman who's sort of on the fence in that sort of way. So she'll probably be basically salty from afar, I guess you could say, because she still has feelings for you, but she's too proud to say anything about it. So what she'll do, she'll probably just stalk your social media profiles for the rest of her life to infinity and beyond. And just be salty from afar, basically, and jealous of any new women that you meet. Maybe she might try and sabotage in some way in the future if she still is interested in you, but she's too proud to say anything about it. So that's basically the scenarios that you'll find. Those are the reactions that you're going to see. Or not see, because a lot of these things, like the woman who's just going to disappear, you won't see that happening, but you'll know it from some certain standpoint because you'll just not hear from her. And the woman who is interested and is too proud, you may hear from them in the future, but it may be far off, and it may be to come to sabotage something, or she wants your attention in some way, something along that effect. Okay. So that's what you're going to see. Okay. So what I want to say, what else I want to say in this video though, which is really important, is don't pretend that you've lost interest just to get a reaction out of her. Yeah, if you've still got feelings for her, it's not going to be a good idea to be really needy and insecure and chase her down, right? Because let's say, for example, you've been dating a woman, you've been seeing a woman, and perhaps she started to back off, and you've gotten a bit scared about that, and you think, well, what can I do to turn this around? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend I'm not interested in her in order to get a reaction out of her. It's not a good idea to do that kind of thing. Yes, if you still have feelings for her, like I said, it's not a good idea to do the opposite of that and to message her lows and become needy and insecure about it. If a woman has lost interest or isn't engaging with you in the same way, it's always best to, again, like match and mirror that energy. But also, don't, what the main thing that you need to do is this, okay? You got to focus on your own self-fulfillment, your own happiness, okay? Because obviously it hasn't worked out, right? And even if you've got feelings for her or not, it's not the issue. The main focus is you, okay? Because this is all about you, okay? And how you feel. And yes, if it's not a good idea to be needy, to be insecure, to chase after a woman who has lost interest, who's lost interest or you think has lost interest in you. It's always best to just think, okay, well, if it's going to work out, it's going to work out. She's going to reach out. It's going to be fine. Because if she likes me, then she's still going to reach out to me. She's still going to talk to me. Okay. But don't pretend that you've lost interest just to get a reaction. Because if you're still interested, then what you've got to be dealing with is those feelings. Okay. So you've got to admit to yourself, okay, yes, I do still have feelings for this woman. I am still invested in some way, even if it's just a bit of a salty investment into her life, right? Into her. So I've got to really redirect my focus here. And instead of focusing on her and how she's reacting to how I'm behaving and getting really deeply invested in that, what I suggest you do is to focus more on yourself and creating true fulfillment in your life. So focusing on any inspiring goals that you have. And I really mean inspiring. Like when I say that, I'm not just saying empty words. What I want for you is to be able to wake up and have like a lust for life. Okay. You know, forget about the women in your life. Just have a lust for life. Have a lust for creating a really awesome life for yourself that you're really happy with. So finding a great job that you enjoy being, where you feel appreciated and valued as a member of that company, or creating your own business and living on your own, you know, becoming self-reliant basically and being self-employed. But again, you've got to have some passion for it. Okay, don't just be doing what everyone else is doing or the thing that you think you should be doing. Do something that you're really passionate about. Find a topic, find something that you're really into and that you can work towards. You know, you can take action on it every day, right? Find something that you can take that's actionable, that you can do consistently every day. So when you get up in the morning, you're not dreading the day, you're actually excited for it. Okay, that's the feeling that you want, that you want to get, and that's the feeling that I want for you. I want you to wake up excited about the day ahead. I want you to be happy and passionate about your life because you're creating something amazing for yourself. And that's what I want for you. And that's what you should be really aiming for. You shouldn't be thinking about anything, any thoughts of revenge or any thoughts of how this woman is reacting to how you're behaving. Is you should be focusing on how you feel about yourself and how you can create an awesome life for yourself. And of course, that's going to be different for everybody. What makes you happy is going to be different for the next guy and for me and for everybody. Everyone's got their own unique likes and dislikes and the things that make them passionate. Like, for example, you might be extremely passionate about music, whereas someone else might be extremely passionate about creating a business about horses or something, right? We've all got these different tastes, but it's about what you are individually really enthusiastic about, and that's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on that. That's where you're going to really get the juice of life, when you've got something that you're just incredibly passionate about. So that's what I suggest that you do. yes, this is how, the start of this video is how, yes, this is what you're going to see when a woman realizes that she's lost interest in you. But don't become so invested in that. Become invested in creating a kick-ass life for yourself. So it doesn't really matter if you're single, or if you're in a relationship, or if you're married, or if you're going through a divorce. You're still happy to wake up because you've got something that you're working towards that you feel awesome about. And there's this book called Psycho-Cybernetics. And basically in that book, there's a good quote in there, and I'm paraphrasing like loads, but it's something like, human beings feel truly happy when we've got a goal that is inspiring to us, and we're working towards it, and we can see that we're making progress. That's when we feel truly happy, when we feel like we're making progress towards a worthy goal. And that's what I want for you. So find a worthy goal that you really feel passionate about, and work towards it relentlessly. And that's where you'll find true fulfillment. Yes, it's good to be in a relationship, it's good to be married, it's good to have love in your life, but that shouldn't be the pinnacle, right? The pinnacle really should be something that you can do every day that fulfills you. Yeah? Because, if you're in a relationship, you can't really control that other person. The other person is going to have bad moods sometimes. That person is going to react this way. They may not react nicely to you all the time, because, when you're in a relationship with someone, you butt heads, right? It happens. Even if you've got the most perfect relationship in the world, that's still going to happen from time to time. So you've got to be able to have something inside of you that is bigger than all of that. And a grand calling and purpose for your life is the best thing that you can find, okay? So anyway, if you'd like more tips on attracting women, then I highly recommend that you go and read my book for free called Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams. You can go and read it for free on my website. You can also get a physical copy on Amazon if you want to, or the Kindle version, but it's not necessary because you can just read it for free on my website. Like I say all the time when I'm publicizing this book, is that you don't need to sign up to the website, you don't need to log in, you don't need to give me any of your personal information. All you need to do is go to the website www.christineloveridge.com, click on the menu on that website, and then go to the book, and it'll take you straight there. There's no big ads on the website. It's just, there's only one small one, which is advertising the fact that it's also on Amazon for you to purchase if you want it. But there's no ads just like dotted around everywhere. There's no pop-ups. You can just read it right there. Okay, so if you'd also like coaching with me, then you can go to the same website, www.christineloveridge.com, and you can select whichever coaching option works best for you at this current time. But it's not necessary, because all of the knowledge is basically condensed into this really small book. You may have to go over it a few times, like what Corey Wayne says in his videos. You need to read it 10 to 15 times. So you probably need to do the same with this book as well in order to retain the knowledge. But like I said, the coaching is not necessary. You can just watch my videos, you can read the book, and then you're good to go, basically. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.